Conversation is all about escorts, girls, female escorts in particular. But like I said, males are involved. Who are escorts? Who are people involved in sex? Well, escorts are people who follow you somewhere. They want to. You have an event. So yeah. So you need somebody who's good looking to follow you, and then maybe they'll spend the night with you. Yeah. So those are escorts, and there are reports that the numbers of people who are getting into that is increasing, so much so is got into the question, maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe if these men and women, these young girls, these future leaders of Nigeria, if they are as it were, not engaged in cyber crime, cyber bullying, what do you call it? Criminal activities like, organ harvesting and stuff like that. Then it's not. We really can't say it's a bad thing. Well, some say, well, the age and then the level of people who are getting to it is reducing. The study from UNILAG says from year one, in some cases from pre-degree, you're having females come into campus expecting, that they will find their foot by becoming, quote unquote, hookup ladies, hookup guys, offering services. And they cannot do so from the comfort of their homes. They're in their bedrooms, they're in their apartments, and they are trying, as it were, to make ends meet. Now, one of the factors, and I'm sure a lot of you probably have read about this before, one of the factors is that the economy is bad. On paper, to get a space in Moremi Hall, the very famous Moremi Hall in Unilag, is 80,000. But if you go around and ask people right now how much they paid to get their space, you're going to be hearing upwards of 250,000. In fact, there was a video, a short I saw last week before I started to prepare for this conversation, where they asked students from that area, from Unilag, how much their rent is. Some of the students were saying 700,000, 800,000. One even mentioned 1 million naira. This is Lagos, right? This is Lagos. 1 million naira. And the person, how many are you in the room? Oh, we're two. Some three. Some were two. Some maybe those the ones that were like 150 or 200. There are four of them in a space. So maybe this is the driving factor that's led people to now offer sexual performances. People are online dancing in the nude, by the way. So I put that. Both boys and girls. Let me say that. So it doesn't look like. But once again, is it affecting our society negatively? Is it a problem? Is it harmful to the Nigerian space? Let's have a conversation.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and X at Nigeria Info PH. Then you can send us a message to the WhatsApp. I look forward to reading those messages because I have a tab just beside me. So don't hesitate. The number is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. 90.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. Yes, affecting us negatively.
It is? How?
Yes, you can see the level of body enhancement.
Oh.
Yes, because prostitution. You can see the number of our young girls on the street. You can see the level of their reasoning. They don't have any purpose to think anymore. So I only believe that if we work towards improving the lifestyle of our daughters, it will help us greatly.
Improving the lifestyle of our daughters. How do we do that? WhatsApp. Now, there are a few messages. I need to get to read them before I get back to the phone lines. This one says, "Hi. School fees no be beans. I attended Unilag years back. School fees was virtually free. No fancy phone, no laptop. So now, school fees is really high. Wait. Let's once again, we are a factual based organization. Let's see school fees for Unilag. Let's see now Unilag school fees or tuition fees. Let's do that. Tuition, is it school fees? Let's see. Let's find out. All right, Unilag undergraduate tuition fees for 2023-2024 range from 80 to 170,000 depending on the course and level. Okay, new students pay 166,000 naira thereabouts. Returning students will pay about 170 depending on the course. So 166,000 seems to be a lot. Bank is on the line from Iguita. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Yes, Mr. Jude.
Yes, please.
Let me tell you one thing. If you buy a fresh meat and you keep it somewhere, and you are looking at the fresh meat over 2 hours, 3 hours, a day, 2 days, it will tell you something that I'm getting spoiled by smelling.
Okay.
Oh my God, to come out.
Okay.
You see, our educational system has gone bad. Not now, since we have compromised standard. You know, when you hear about university in the last 40 years, you see people going into university. They study, they did a lot of things. They attended lessons, they struggle. Even ordinary WAEC, to get this in WAEC, English language, to qualify, it's not easy. So everything has been compromised. You can see somebody who has not gone to secondary school more than a month will have excellent results. And the next thing the person will tell you, I'm going to university. The person wants to study engineering, he doesn't know anything. He wants to study law, he doesn't know anything. And the parents will not know. They are busy working hard somewhere. Even some parents do compromise. Now, after that child is in the university, what do you expect to survive? It's a spin-off. It's telling us that we have to go back to the bottom. It's going to be worse than this because we have compromised standard. Imagine somebody that studied literature at O level deeply, study Bible deeply, study economics deeply, study English language deeply, and pass JAMB at roughly 260, gain admission. The mental behavior is there for him to be serious with his colleague. Now, somebody who doesn't even have the knowledge of WAEC is in university. Because for university's sake. So we have spread.
But is that a reason why some of the young ones, particularly those who are in pre-degree or who are in year one,
we have some sex workers that are not in university that have gained admission into university. They are sex workers. They are not meant to be there.
Why are they not meant to be there? Aren't they human beings?
And it now seems as if others don't join them, they will not achieve what they are doing. And the others that are even joining them, they are not the type that can reason very well. So the whole situation has come to affect us until we go back to the basics and restructure our educational system, our private schools, private secondary school, private university. Then we will know what it takes. We cannot move forward with this attitude. That's why when we finish the university, we are not fit into anything. So that is the only option left to them. Unconsciously, they thought they are just behaving. They are just showing something that the society is wrong. Imagine those people now graduating and the men among them becoming governors in the next 20 years, what do you expect? Becoming policemen, becoming even doctor, what do you expect? So it's just prayer.
Prayer.
And good governance.
Okay.
That we recognize that let's go back to the nursery school in that they train these children well, give them good ethics, so that they will know that by working hard they can achieve success. They can achieve whatever they want in life. Then block others from those who have not studied like that, those who can do that but have not studied to that extent. Block them from getting admission. But university want people, they will just give admission, they have compromised everything. Let them manage the problem they have.
Okay, all right. Well, his take is it's a multifaceted problem, and so maybe we'll not have one direct solution, but it is affecting society negatively. In summary, should do anything they can to survive, provided they are not harming any other person. Okay, that's an interesting take. Are they harming you? No name to that comment, but yeah, are they harming you? If the young girls and young guys are saying, "Oh look, man, I cannot pay for Moremi Hall 200,000, 300,000. I can't get rent. I can't stay off campus. You know, the rent is almost 1.2 million. You know, I'm just a student, but I need to be here because it's close to my school. Blah 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 blah." All right, so let me start this thing. Let us start taking pictures of ourselves. Let's start doing OnlyFans. Let's start doing, and yes, let's be honest, right? You have to ask yourself the question: if there is a moral standpoint here, if someone chooses, not the person is not coerced, the person chooses that, okay, you know what, I want to be an adult content creator. Person chooses for whatever reason. Is there a moral standpoint to say, oh, that person is wrong? I honestly don't know. Asetil Koe for my 3 says, Sir Jude, this world no longer knows black and white. Was it always black and white though? What we have now is shades of gray. People are employing their natural competence to achieving their destiny, since our normal destinies in this part of the world have been mortgaged, swallowed by big stomach individuals. Honestly, surviving in Nigeria needs you to be morally bankrupt, else you will live and die shamelessly in penury. The only viable industry in Nigeria now after politics is Yahoo and illicit sexual behaviors. But sir, this is no longer illicit, because if you say it's illicit, let's get the definition for someone who's listening and is not quite clear. Let's get to look at the word illicit. All right, illicit meaning, all right, forbidden by law, rules, or custom. There's no outright law in this country about prostitution. There is about soliciting, but not prostitution. Not prostitution. So and one of the biggest arguments about this, because obviously law has to be blind, it has to be neutral, is that if someone comes to meet you and say, hey, Mr. Asetikowe, I will massage your back. I will rub your back. And when I'm done rubbing your back, I will make you feel good. But you give me 10,000 naira. The person has basically come to you with a business proposal, right? But if the person comes and standing, and then you say, come and rub my back. I like the way you look. If you rub my back, I'll give you 10,000 naira. You could be in you get problems. You get problems. Well, am I mixing both? Am I mixing the two now? I don't know. But the point is, these days, that's the choice, or that's the decision some are making. Year one, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds. Some are 25-year-olds. The fact that you hear year one doesn't mean it's a small child. No, there are some really mature people who are getting to school, late, starting for whatever reason. And whilst they're in university, it's now, okay, how do I live well on campus? Hookup is apparently the trend. 017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and X. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Is the glamorization of sex work affecting our society? Is it a bad thing now? They're staying safe. Some of them are not coming to meet you in your house or in your hotel. They're just dancing nude. They're on OnlyFans. They have their pages. You pay for their content. They're adult content creators. They escort you sometimes to your presidential meeting, to your public rallies, to your meeting with the local government chairman, the CDC people. They look fine in the background. Yes, there are people whose job is to look pretty in the background. They pay. Oh, am I spilling something that is not known? I hope not. 923, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Frank calling from Port Harcourt.
Good morning to you, Mr. Frank.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is though we understand that times are hard, the economy is very strong, and people need to survive, you understand? Yeah, but the truth of the matter, some of them does not see this thing as a trend, you understand? Some of them are lazy to work, lazy to work. I'm telling you from experience, because I was opportunity to conduct a very big event, you understand? I needed about 15 girls to do this ushering services.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know these two girls, like, they keep on begging money. The other one told me who her, anytime I want her, she's available for me, but I want her to spend the night and all that.
Really?
I've never invited her. Yes, I've never invited her. So, but when this opportunity came, I called her. This thing I'm trying to tell you was just last year, more like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Last year, I called her, hey, do you have a black gown? She said, yes, and she said, why? I said, okay, if you have a black gown, don't worry, just get the black gown. There are more flowers to be given out, there are badges to be given out. Just get the black gown and black legs. Don't have black legs, don't worry about it, just get the black gown. This is coming out. We need to pay the usher 15,000. And in just 4 hours.
Okay.
All the girls I told were happy about it. They were like, very excited. All the girls said, transport, boots. I said, no. Anything, you all fair, right? From you said to Ajib Junction, at most 700. From Ajib Junction to the location in Jerry, at most another 400. Let's just say for the 1,000. When you come to the event, there's food for ushers also. You just 4 hours. After 4 hours, you go home 15,000 naira. Give or take, you minus 2,000 transport, you have 13,000. Do you know that this girl refused? Like, she don't have time. Imagine.
She doesn't have time for the ushering job.
Imagine. It's very obvious that she never wanted to work. All they wanted was just, she actually wanted was just to sit at home, waiting for a call. Please, I need you to come and spend the night with me. How much? She said 30,000, 50,000. That's what they need. But what I'm trying to say, see, there are jobs, so there are small jobs. Okay, there's one that came up this year, February. Somebody needed a marketer to just share stuff to people and all that. 30,000 naira. I called one also. See, that are same stories. So what I'm trying to tell you is that some of those girls have seen the hookups in as a trend. You understand? So that's just all I have to say. That's just it.
Okay, all right. So the young ones are not willing to get through, corporate ladder climbing, do marketing, do the legwork, do the ushers. I remember when I was in school, ushering was a big job. A lot of girls, were looking for those type of jobs. Every weekend, go for this event. Wear black, wear green. They give you the attire, whatnot. Then you make your 20,000, your 15,000 for like 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes they even pay 50,000. I hear, but what do I know? 9.3. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. I reconnect Mr. Zion from Port Harcourt. It's a bad woman.
It is?
And it deters our future.
It does?
Let me be honest to you, sir. We are raising a crop of women that will later give birth to monsters for us in the name of children. We are going to dearly for this wickedness we are sowing right now. We have made it so unique that they must be also love before they even get some good paying jobs.
So whose fault? Whose fault is it? Is it the men who are obliging these services, or is it the women who are also paying? Whose fault is it?
Men who are subscribing to this list, who are their mother. Their mother too is the same thing now. Their mothers are the same thing. She gave birth to a son that is interested in a hookup girl or whatever name you call them. So look at the circle. So your kids are my kids, may be at mercy of their aunt if you don't take extra time to take care of our kids.
Okay. All right, Zion. Let's quickly read this message here. So there's a reason I constantly choose. I constantly choose to tell women to choose themselves, and it's mainly because Nigerian society hates women. I didn't attend uni in Nigeria, but I grew up watching Hollywood movies where a young girl, anything from final year secondary school to university undergrad, is thrust into the position of breadwinner when her father dies or takes ill, and that was the early 2000s. Not now that the Gen Z can be influencers or selling their things online to make money. That girl, no uni degree because she hadn't finished uni, so she couldn't get a job, no capital to start a proper shop, plus she was supposed to be in school, so she would feel like she had no choice but to sell her body. And when her supposedly moral or religious family found out, they got over it quickly because she was using the money to take care of them instead of buying clothes and cars for herself. Her mother will even have the nerve to judge her brother's girlfriend, who wasn't even doing anything that serious. So when something happened last year that made Burna Boy and one girl named Sophie to trend, Patrick Dwell, an old Nollywood actor, asked if her entire extended family was living well, that she should be riding luxury cars. This selective morality is rooted in misogyny. It's okay for her to sell her body as long as she's not enjoying the process herself, Abi. It is misogyny that makes people feel entitled to the sweat, sacrifice, and labor of a woman like that. Okay. Jude, just because everybody is doing it doesn't make it right. I don't write WAEC that year. I didn't write WAEC because I was supposed, because my mom was sick and I had to drop out to take care of my family business, and I wrote WAEC 6 years later. I'm not there yet, but I'm doing well for myself. Jude, are we not scared of the kind of graduates that our universities producing today? People who cannot name this sixth class of food currently. They're corrupting our children. Go on social media, they butt naked pictures everywhere to see good wife and husband. Now, you'd be like to see God. Ronald. Hey, all right. So you guys think it's affecting us. All right, thank you. My job for today is done.